Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks, to another open with me, and this one is for a knit now, and it's a bumper bundle for this time around. It's a bit back to front, so let's turn it the other way around. Okay, so we've got a bumper issue, 3 magazines and bonus chunky needles. Garments in size 6 to 36, that's obviously UK sizes. I don't know what that is the equivalent of across the pond. Quick knits for 0 to 3, all that watermelon stuff's back, guys. Must have garments in sizes 6 to 36, feeling fruity, knit colourful spring patterns. Frida Karl's exclusive pattern, nice cushion, is our freebie. And we've got hat and fingerless gloves. We've got this geometric kind of 3D shape quilt cover duvet blanket thingy, and we've got a shawl, and we've got turnover for more. Okay, so here's the other ones. We've got Craft World puzzles. Oh, you know how I love a puzzle. I've always mentioned I like it when they include the puzzle page, so that's not a bad thing. We've got some socks and a lion. I can identify a cute child to knit, and pack worth £36. I think that's it really, isn't it? We've scoured the whole of the packaging. Okay, now what's the best way in? So while I'm figuring that out, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and hopefully you'll be informed when new videos pop up. So we're getting in, and I just noticed, let's have a look before I rip it completely. The price of this was £10.99. So in a sense, we've got a bumper bundle for £10.99. We've got knit and needles. We've got 3 magazines. So that's kind of worth it, as opposed to the one I was talking about the other day on my previous video, where you've got your Knitting and Crochet magazine, which is the flimsiest magazine you can find. I'm not getting in here very easily. I think it might be stuck on the packaging. There we go. The flimsiest magazine out of all of them that I do. £10.99, and you just get a bit of yarn, which really isn't worth it. So consequently, I don't really buy that one. So I thought it was going to be bamboo needles from the picture, but it's not. It's acrylic with some glitter inside. Don't know if you're picking up on the glitter. It's very bright in here. The observant of you will notice I'm in the yarn van, and that's because we've got lots of work going on in the house. So these are 6mm chunky needles. Now they're about the maximum length that I like. I don't really like my needles to be too long. Obviously, if I was making a big blanket or garment, then you need them long, or you need the ones with the cord. But any longer than that, I find them hard to hold. Anyway, West Yorkshire Spinners Quick Knits is one of the freebies that's in this bundle. And we've got the Knit Now, and we've got the Craft World collection. So we'll move all those gifts or extras aside, and we'll get stuck in. Sorry if the mandala is showing up on the page, but it probably, once I open it, it'll be fine. So okay, we haven't got anything we haven't seen already on the front, so let's just go straight in. And the usual kind of adverts and welcome. Right then, so we've got this infinity scarf, cowl, I don't know what you might call it, but they seem to call it anything they like, don't they? But that's called, actually 32 says, we look at how knitting habits can be more eco-friendly. So I don't know if that is pattern in here or not. So we've got this one that's on the cover. That's quite a nice, it's quite bright in here, so I hope you're picking it up okay. And we've got the shawl, which is quite densely knitted. We've got another hat here, and we've got some socks. This is quite cute for the bathroom. Now, I was going to make a little blind for my bathroom. Very similar kind of thing in a way, but crocheted with motifs and brightly coloured. I'm not really loving like it, is it, I suppose? But that's not a bad idea of making like little pockets so that the space will be covered, but also it would be handy. So that's not a bad little idea that I might pinch. What else have we got? Suburb Knit Now, get Stylecraft yarn. That was when you subscribe. Sorry, couldn't read that. We've got a pullover and another one, and a kind of a, well, I suppose it's the peace sign, but it kind of reminded me of an orange segment for some reason. And we've got the cute child that we had before. Another pullover and a tank top one for summer. Okay, so Pebble DK, that looks like a nice one by Woolcraft. It reminds me a lot of the Signet Kaleidoscope, Kiddies Kaleidoscope yarn. Very, very similar. There's a lot of these kind of marbled yarns. But the Kiddies Kaleidoscope, which I do stock in my shop, if you haven't found it already, is hobbybox.co.uk, is a much cheaper version usually than the other ones, and really, really brilliant value and nice and soft. Plus I do have a £5 help with shipping discount going at the moment, so it works with all sale items because it's for the shipping, and that you'll find underneath the video a link to the shop and that voucher code to cut and paste. So it works with sale items, which I mean normally when you do a voucher it doesn't, but this is for a shipping one, so it works. Okay, so we've got a book, Knitted Menagerie. Turn to page 68 to knit the lion from this book. So that's what the lion's all about. It's actually one of the patterns from the Knitting Menagerie. I'm trying to find a price while I'm scanning this, but I can't. It's by Sarah Keane. An incredibly joyful book featuring patterns for 30 animals across the land and sea, but no price that I can see. And if you can hear the sound of building work, do apologise, but there's some going on everywhere, so I can't escape it. Okay, so we've got this watermelon cardigan coming up on page 17. And some little bits of how-to-dos and buttons and adverts. Tutti Frutti pullover. Now, I do quite like this one. It's quite unusual. The yoke of this eye-catching jumper is worked in short rows to stunning effect. It's just the sound of soaring. So this is an extra small up to a 5X, which is approximate UK dress size is a 6 to a 34-36. Doesn't really tell me in any other country, so you'd have to look at a chart really to work that out. Lots of charts involved in these patterns as well, which I love a chart, as we all know. The watermelon cardigan, there we go. This is gorgeous kid cardigan, will really brighten up their day. If you want your child to look like a big watermelon, that's for you. Now this goes from 1 to 2 years up to a 10 to 11 years. So that's actually you know, a big kind of sort of cross section of sizes there. So that's not bad. Adverts for wall shops and stuff. So we've got this citrus shawl, called that because it's the colour of papaya, I guess, or orange or lemon, whatever one. It doesn't really look very orangey, but grapefruit. Let's just cut to the chase and call it a grapefruit. So that's that one. Knit now, join us today, and you get this free yarn bundle, 16 skeins of special DK. There they are. It's got those same colours that were on another cowl that I wasn't keen on. Could it be that they had them left? Do you think? Could it be? Because they're identical colours, aren't they? Am I just being... no, I don't think I am. Whatever I am being. Anyway, so you've got 3 months for like 20 quid. Or £80 will set you back for 13. And this is how you subscribe, should you wish to, and get your pack of colours. I'm not they're the best colours, to be honest with you. I do need to subscribe so that these magazines are cheaper, though, so I will look at it. Now, this is the Elvira jumper. It's got a collar. Not my favourite style, I have to say. No. Enough said. But it's got a nice kind of pattern down the front and the back, obviously. So let's have a little close-up. It is very bright in here. I'm not sure what you're seeing, if you're seeing it true and nice and colours, but it is mega bright. I do need to get some blinds or something up in here. So this is called the Fearless hat. I don't know why it should be fearless, but it is. Oh, the cowl is in here. That's good. Spiced Punch cowl. A great statement piece. It is actually really nice. If somebody were to make that for me, I would be really over the moon, just saying. It is nice. I like it. I don't think I've got the patience to kind of make it myself, but I would love it if somebody were. Just saying, you know. Lemon tree socks. Okay. They're quite nice. But as I've never had knitted socks, I can't really comment on what it's like to walk on the ribbon, you know, the actual texture. I've got very sensitive feet, you know. They don't like it when I walk on stuff. Win a rainbow of yarns. They've got a little competition at craftworld.com. Methinks they're just always doing things like this to entice you into their world. Juicy fruits, so we can now knit fruits. We've got lots of crocheted vegetables and fruits on my other Open With Me. So now we've got some knitted ones, which do actually kind of look the right shape and pretty cool. Why there's croissants there, I don't know, because they're not fruits. But never mind, you can't make them anyway, they're real. Well, probably not real, but you know what I mean. Anyway, there's all the instructions on how to make all these fruity wonders. Now this cardigan's called Milton. It is really nice. I do like it. I love the little hood. It's so super cute. I like that a lot. And that goes from 3 months up to 24 months. So although there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes, then they don't go up too big, but it is beautiful. It's really cute. Exceptionally cute alert. So it's a pomegranate. Okay. I told you I'm really rubbish really rubbish at identifying these things that somebody's painstakingly crafted over and I go and call it a peace sign. It's a pomegranate. But yeah, okay. Maybe it does now look pomegranate-ish, I don't know, but that's what it is. And you've got a chart if you want to use pomegranate chart. I can't imagine it, but there you go. A dose of sunshine hat and knits. We've got charts for these too, for all the bits and bobs that you need. So it might be sunny outside, but it's still cool in places, and you do need your bits and bobs. So good one, that one. Okay, so don't forget, if you wanting any t-shirt yarn, it is still heavily discounted on my shop. I'm really trying to make some space for a new order that's coming in, and I need a lot of space for it. So I've been discounting away. So if you haven't already found it, it's really, really cheap at the moment for a great big skein of t-shirt yarn. So this is the Spirit Sweater. Beautiful variegated yarn to wonderful effect. It is nice, actually. I quite like it. It's got kind of a rolly sleeve. It's got that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Unironed, squashed feeling about it. Do you know what I mean? So this is all about crafting for charity, and we had this in one of the other magazines. They do seem to follow suit with stuff. Now this is the nautical wall hanging, but it's not. To me, when I say, oh, I'm not into wall hangings, I don't understand them. Wall hangings that usually you see do not have a function, whereas this one is like a little, almost like made like an advent calendar. So you can put, it's like a tidy, isn't it? It's not a wall hanging, it's more of a tidy, so that you can put your scissors and your toothbrushes and stuff in there. I really kind of like that. I'd have to make it on a much larger scale. And I was going to put little boats on it and all kinds of stuff. But this one's pretty sweet. I like that. Small pockets, obviously, you can tell by what's in them. But brilliant idea. Because, you know, you can put, there's loads of things that I need to store in my bathroom. And I've got this area that really needs, it used to have a half door on it, which now is gone. But I could make something like that would hang there. You need to be able to get behind it, so you can't really box it in. But yeah, I like that. And there are charts. There are. Breakfast in bed jumper. Now, I've never really thought of wearing a breakfast in bed sort of jumper before. Maybe a dressing gown or, you know, fluffy thing, but never really a jumper. And she's dressed. Did she sleep in her clothes? What's her lifestyle like, I wonder? No, I'm only joking. I'm being facetious. But it says it's a trendy jumper, knits up quick using super chunky yarn. And it does look quite nice, I have to say. and it goes from a small to an extra large. So UK size 8 up to 18 to 20, so that's not bad. Not bad size wise, I suppose. Some of them have been bigger though, haven't they? So we've got the community thing, we've got knitting for Ukrainian soldiers going on, we've got yarn bombing and stuff like that, and tags and things like that. Free Knit Pro kind of circular needle, which for some reason I never do send off for. Cuboid blanket, so that's what it's called, cuboid. I don't know if you're into these sort of 3D shapes, but that one's nice. And this is the lion from that book we were talking about earlier, that I don't know how much it is because it didn't say. Oh, it says it here though. There we go. Knitted Menagerie by Sarah Keane is $16.99 recommended price. So that's kind of the recommended anyway. Okay, this t-shirt's got an odd name. Meraki? I don't know. But it's a kind of a... To me, it's not a t-shirt. It's just a long thing because there's no sleeves. T-shirts can't have a sleeve to me. That's what t-shirt is. But cap-sleeved ones I never understood. Just made everybody's arms look fat to me. Okay, so more and more bits and bobs, just adverts and join us at Craft World stuff. This is called Tellin Vest. Again, it's got cap sleeves, which I never like. But anyway, would suit other people, just not me. I wonder what it's called, Tellin. That's an odd one, isn't it? It's a cotton yarn from Rowan that they've used this time round, but you could always use a cheaper yarn if you wanted to, but a cotton, what is it exactly? Let's have a look. It's got a 3.25 needle, so it must be like a 4-ply, I would say. No, DK. A DK. Okay. I'm not used to that kind of conversion in my head of needles. But it's nice. I like that. I just don't really like the sleeve as much. But it isn't bad. So we've got to the end where all the abbreviations live. And in next month's Knit Now, we've got Bagpuss coming up. And Fab Coronation Doggy, adorable knits for kids. We've got some handy pattern counter thingy. Baby knits, sort of by Signet. Supplement, we've got a nice shawl, all lacy for summer. Now we're looking at Sheep of the Month. The Corriedale. Oh, lovely. Corriedale sheep. So there we go. Sheep of the Month. That's brilliant, isn't it? Okay, so that's the magazine. What do we get as well? We've got this Craft World collection of 60 puzzles. I do love a puzzle book. Used to buy them all the time. And used to do them things like that on school buses and, you know, stuff like that. Work bus. Whenever I used to get anything like that. Anyway, West Yorkshire Spinners Quick Knits. Exclusive. Frida Karl's pattern. I guess that's this one. Sorry, the light is shining on that because it's the cover. But a lot of these things, I don't know if you've noticed, they finish here. I'm never really keen on that because I've got a multitude of sins to hide. I mean, if you're her shape, that's brilliant, but let's face it, most of us are not. And we needed this shape, really. Oh, look, a cactus. So this is your Chunky Knits book. I like this. Obviously, it'd have to be a darn sight longer for me, but it is nice. Just doing about 20 million extra rows, it'd be fine. Frida cushion. Here we are. Doesn't look chunky, does it? But it says it's a Chunky Knits. Okay, it is made with chunky. Oh, and the charts. Always good to have a chart. Or 2 or 3. Now, this one's called the Euphoria jumper. Excellent chunky jumper, embraces bright colours and a simple pattern. Am I holding it up too much? I don't know. Let's see. Did you see the charts? Did I miss things? Let's go back. I haven't gone far, have I? So we've got the cushion and the charts. There's the cushion up close and personal. It's quite nice, actually. I like it. And now we've got the Euphoria jumper. And again, it's a chunky yarn. And lots of instructions. I like the length. Yeah, I do like the length. It's quite nice. I like the sleeves. It's not bad. So buy your yarn, they're just trying to flog you there, yarn, stripe and point jumper. That's this one. So from that point there, I would just have to extend it quite a bit in rows so that it becomes this long, and then do the shaping. The only way I would do it. And it goes from an extra small up to a 5XL. 4 to 5XL, so a 30 to 36. That's not the bust measurement either, that's the actual size. So it does go quite large. No, this one's quite cute, isn't he? This is the Saguaro Cactus Cushion. And I might probably pronounced it wrong, but I don't know. And this is the Pumpkin Spice Cardigan. Again, a bit short in the body for me. You know, whatever I wear comes lower, so it would just hang down. But yeah, okay. So that's got quite a bit of instructions. Quite nice patterns, though, I have to say. Thanks to West Yorkshire Spinners. The Trawler Jumper. If you're into a bit of cabling. Got quite a few pages of that. And then about Frida Kahlo. The This issue cushion on page 4 was inspired by the work of artist Frida Kahlo, so we wanted to find out more. There we go. A little bit about that. That's this one, I guess. So, yeah, what do you think? Impressed with this month's Knit Now? I wonder if they listen to me, because I always said about, isn't it good to have the puzzle in it? And then all of a sudden there's a massive puzzle book. Wouldn't it be funny if they did? If I was more famous than I imagine. Oh, let's not forget the knitting noodles. Never forget the knitting noodles. Okay, so that's it. Let me know, what do you like about it? Do you think it's a good one? Let's pan out and you can see the whole thing. Good one, bad one, indifferent one. What do you think about the idea the other day that I mentioned, that I heard that if you wanted to convert anything to crochet, have you ever tried that? Have you, anyone here, ever tried that? So, yeah. And that cowl, if anybody fancies making it for me, I would never say no. Anyway, I'm going, and I'm being cheeky, I know. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, everyone. Take care, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye for now.